Hi, good evening, everyone. So, we're about to start in 2 minutes. So, if you have friends and colleagues that would be interested in a great topic like blockchain, please let them know and share this details to them. And I'm gonna copy the details then so that you can share this to them directly. We still have a lot of space here at Zoom, and so please share it with them. And we're also live at our YouTube channel. So we're gonna start in less than 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, magandang gabi po. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of and record lang natin, for ano. All right, so let's do that again. And good evening, everyone, and again, welcome to another episode of Alpha TV. This is sponsored, of course, by Aztecs PH Academy and co-presented by Grace Apparel, Startup Podcast PH, IXLCA Review Center, Farmbox, Pinoy IEs, and of course, our new partner, Invested. Okay, for tonight, let me do the honor of introducing a great speaker. So our speaker for tonight, sorry, let me just fix things in my end. Yan, medyo makalat lang. Alright, sige. Our speaker for tonight, of course, is, yan. Kung nakita nyo sa mga poster, my namesake, yan. He is one of the co-founders of Viridian Technology Incorporated and Tetrix Network, working as the Chief Revenue Officer and serving on its board of directors. Before joining Tetrix, he worked on his ventures at an early age. He attended the College of Our Lady of Mount Carmel with a Bachelor of Science in Medical Technologies degree. He played a crucial role in managing their family business as the COO and founded several organizations, namely Kapampangan Food Caterers Association and CEO Academy. He he came from as one of the youngest board of directors. Sorry, he also came as one of the youngest board of directors at the Food Caterer Association of the Philippines. In 2019, he ventured into a Philippine shoe brand business named Godfather Shoes, a handcrafted Marikina-made shoe. He is an active member of Young Entrepreneurs of Pampanga and the Pampanga Chamber and the Commerce and Industry. Currently, as the Vice President of External Affairs, Department of Information and Communications Technology or DICT San Fernando Council. During the pandemic, he pivoted and took a leap of faith and ventured into the financial technology space or fintech. He also became a regular member of Fintech Alliance Philippines. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here at Zoom and at our YouTube channel, please help me welcome our speaker for the topic real world use case of blockchain, none other than Mr. Felix Asuncion, RMT CPS. Ayan, good evening, good evening.
Hi, Felix. Katokayo. Good evening. Good evening to all our viewers across the social media, YouTube, Facebook, um, on all our pages. Good evening, everyone. Of course, to our participants for tonight. I'm so very excited, no, to really share with you this topic. And I just would like to acknowledge and, of course, to say thank you for this opportunity. Uh, uh, Alpha TV as Lex PH Academy, no, to share this topic with you all. Thank you so much.
All right, so the virtual stage is now yours. So I'll be back during the Q&A portion.
All right. I hope you stay until the end. So yeah, good evening, everyone. But before I will start my presentation, so I just would like to see some thumbs up to all our participants for tonight, to all our viewers. And kay Rodel, kay Jessica, kay Randy, kay Amira, Christine. So yeah, somebody's watching from Malaysia as well. Ayan, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to know, no, what is your idea about blockchain? So 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. So please do share it in our chat box before we start. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 6 or 10. Thank you, Junald. Junald says 1. Ayan. Ian says 1. Aaron says 2. Randy says 1. Amira says 1. So, guys, the reason why I'm asking is because I would like to know if you have an idea or you have a zero knowledge so that yung gagamitin nating mga words, the words I'm gonna use for tonight, no, won't bore you, no? Hindi siya technical, right? So that you will enjoy this presentation. So, are you guys ready to learn? All right. So, guys, this presentation won't take too long. It's only 5 minutes and 1 hour. Ayan. So, let's go. Ayan. So, tonight, I'll be sharing with you the real-world use case, application, and latest trends about blockchain technology. And in one word, everyone, no, guys, when you hear about blockchain, no, ano ang pumapasok sa isip nyo? What comes in your mind? So, let's engage, guys, para mas masaya itong ating discussion natin. How about you, Jessica? What do you, parang ano ang naisip mo pag narinig mo yung word na blockchain? So maybe some of you it's innovation, maybe some of you technology, maybe some of you maybe some people think blockchain as it has a bad connotation for them, no? But what is blockchain? So later we'll discuss more about it. So I would like to start by presentation about this quote, no, from Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge, ayan, pays the best interest. So tonight, if you're watching it via live or you're watching it via replay, I just would like to, share with you my experience. And experience is also my investment, no? Ito yung tuition fee ko dito sa space na to. And I want you to take your time. If you have your pens, if you have your notebooks, please do write so that we'll check what will be your takeaways. So Sir Felix, based on Sir Felix introduction to you as well, no? You came from a different should I say diverse set of industries. And that is correct, no? And to share with you my personal journey in this space, no? Actually, my first exposure was way back 2016. And during that time, when you hear about Bitcoin, there are a lot of things comes in your mind, or even blockchain, no? Actually, there's some misconnotation about Bitcoin and blockchain. So later we'll discuss more about that. But in this personal journey that I experienced, no, my first heartbreaking experience was in 2017, 2018. So the reason why I'm sharing this experience is for you to understand and maiwasan natin yung fear of missing out. Okay? So when I say my first heartbreaking experience is that I invested into company that turned to be a scam. So everybody please type on the chat box scam. Ayan, yan yung ayaw natin mangyari sa atin, right? All our hard-earned money, all our hard-earned um money that we got from our jobs, no? You don't want to happen that to us. But unfortunately, it happened to me. So after that heartbreaking experience, I had my learning stage. So 'di ba, once nasaktan ka, doon ka lang matututo. Ayun, 'di ba? So thumbs up naman diyan para alam ko na nandiyan pa rin kayo. Ayan, thanks so much. And during that time, and I'm learning and researching and doing my due diligence, no, I learned a lot. And at 2020, no, we all know what happened in 2020. This very significant year to all of us. Pandemic hit. Di ba, guys? Alam natin. No? And that's the start of our ideation, no, in creating our blockchain company. So I think, Sir Felix, there's something right on my someone wrote a slash on my on my slide. So anyway, and 2021, that was the birth of our company, and 2022 right now we're launching some products, no, that later on I'll share with you guys. So yun. So I would like you to share yung evolution of the internet. Ayan. So in the chat box, I want to know, no, kung kailan kayo pinanganak, no? Amira, when was your born, no? Kailan kayo pinanganak? So, yan. Please do type. Christine, Madel, Daniela. So, kailan kayo pinanganak? Ayan, may 1999, 1970, 2000. Si Felix kaya. Bro, kailan ka pinanganak? Ayun, 1990. Alright, sakto sa web 1, no? Alright, 1998, 2000, 1996, 1990. Alright, so maybe some of you, no, pinanganak kayo 1990. You were born at this time, no? So during this time, we all know, no, the computer, no, was introduced to us, no? And nandiyan na yung basic HTML, no, emails, no, nandiyan na yan, no. But before emails, 'di ba, may mga Telegram pa, may mga yung mga usual letters na papadala mo sa PhilPost, 'di ba? Papadala sa ibang bansa. So and then it was revolutionized. Nag-evolve siya. No, everybody say evolve. Ayan. And after that, internet was also being introduced during that time. And the born of yan, mga information and interactive social media. Ayan. Ayan na, no? From 2020, nauso na yung internet until such time na may Facebook, no? Dinestan niyo nadatnan niyo pa ba yung Friendster? Ayan. Nadatnan niyo pa ba 'yan? Nagamit niyo pa ba 'yan? Type Y? Ayan, yes. Sabi ni Randy, no? Ako rin. So, we experience all of this. So, my point here is there are evolutions happening, no? Every 10 or 20 years in the space. So to make it more easier to understand, no, from Yahoo, ayan, before pagka makikipag-video call ka, Yahoo 'yan, 'di ba? Naalala niyo ba 'yon? 'Di ba? May webcam. That's, that's what we call web 1.0 or read, no? More on browsing, 'di ba? More on lurking on the internet, right? On the web 2.0, that's the time, no? We socialize, no? We can also read, but also we can write, no? Or we can also create some contents using the internet or the social media. But in the web 3.0, ito yung nadagdag, no? Sorry. Ito yung nadagdag. In the web 3.0, no? It's not only read, it's not only write, it also give you the ownership of your data. So everybody say ownership. Ayan. So this is the evolution of web 3. And the question is, sino nga ba nagbigay ng idea about this blockchain, no? So how it was able to share with people? So Bitcoin, no? Yan. This is what they call the first blockchain, no? But there's a big difference between blockchain and Bitcoin. All right? So the blockchain itself, no, it was actually manifested by Bitcoin, and it was created at the year 2007 during financial crisis. So imagine during this financial crisis, there was an opportunity booming. During the pandemic, ganun din, no? There's a pandemic, but there are a lot of opportunities that are happening. And the name of this guy is Satoshi Nakamoto. So hindi pa to actually may mga nagki-claim, there are other people claiming that they are Satoshi Nakamoto, but it hasn't been proven yet, right? So Satoshi Nakamoto's goal is to eliminate the middleman, and he wants to expose the bad players. But it's actually one use case, no, ng blockchain. So what is blockchain? So dito tayo papasok, no? I just would like you to understand, no, what is blockchain. So blockchain is as a decentralized distributed ledger that can store data, no, and that data are immutable. It can store information about cryptocurrency transaction, no, non-fungible token, or what the others call distributed finance or DeFi, intelligent contracts, and many more. So once the data is recorded, no, it cannot be altered. So meaning, if you are, sending messages or transacting, all those data are immutable or cannot be altered. So what can blockchains do? It can automate transactions. It improves security. No, in transaction transparency as well. Dahil all this data that are stored in blockchain, you can actually see them, no, in the internet, no, and each transaction has timestamp, no? Every bit of information in the transaction, and every participant has a copy of all the ledger transaction, right? So, in short, the benefits of blockchain is number one is transparency. Okay. So all the data that are stored in blockchain are transparent. No, you can actually see them, no, in the internet. Number two is security. Third one is efficiency, and lastly, trust. So this is something that people in this space love because of this trustless transaction. No? So it's efficient because imagine, no, one use case of this technology is transferring of money. So Amira is from Malaysia, and example, she has friends in the Philippines, and he wants to send money. The usual traditional way of doing it is you go to the remittance center, give them the money, and then the money will cross border. That's the term. And then you'll get the money maybe after 24 hours. But in blockchain, no, the efficiency, the security, the transparency and trust, it's more way efficient and better. So how? The question is how. So this is also one use case of this technology. No? Example of this is the traditional contracts. For example, you have the buyer and you have the seller. No? So once they transact, like for example, they're selling a piece of land. No? So what they're gonna do is to put it in paper and then sign it and get a third party to notarize it, to insure it, okay? And then that's how the transaction get verified. In blockchain, you can use what we call smart contracts. So smart contracts are simply programs stored on a blockchain that run when predetermined conditions are met. They typically are used to automate the execution, which allows application on the blockchain to operate. So when the transaction uses blockchain or the technology itself, the buyer and the seller don't need the third party to verify the transaction. Okay? So here are some real world applications of blockchain. So we do have in healthcare, we do have in gaming and finance, banking and finance, gaming, automotive, insurance, which I'll be discussing one by one. So, okay, let's start with this identity. Okay. So this is something that a lot of debates, a lot of, tech companies are really discussing about data and identity. And as per my research, the new gold now is data. No? And in Estonia, national identity system was placed in blockchain through e-ID. Or their national ID is in the blockchain already. So I'll show a video with you so that you'll understand more what do I mean with this. So enjoy watching.
Today, I'm going to show you the most online country in the world.
You can even be a resident without ever setting foot in the country.
Make sure your Wi-Fi is strong because today I am taking you to Estonia. In northeastern Europe, there is a small country called Estonia.
30 years ago, Estonia had just restored its independence from the USSR, and they didn't have a lot of resources.
But at the same time, 30 years ago, we also invented the internet. And most countries saw the internet as a fad, but the people of Estonia saw it as an opportunity to build their country. And you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from the former president himself.
I had been dealing with computers then already, and I looked at this and I said, "Wow, this is amazing." And that was when I started pushing for the government to really begin to develop digitization.
Bills, taxes, documents, voting, even going to the police and filing a lawsuit is all online.
So far, there is only two things you can't do online: getting married and divorce. But even that is only a question of time.
In Estonia, kids are fed with digital as soon as they are born. You can get a digital ID, and when you get to kindergarten, you've even got coding and robotics classes.
My boys started coding classes in first grade.
You can talk to your doctor over a video call and get your prescriptions online.
Obviously, I can't fix my broken leg online, but thanks to e-prescription, my migraine is under control.
And the craziest thing is, you can become an e-resident of Estonia, which means you can work there without actually visiting.
You can open up a business or work there while living all the way around the globe.
Now, you might wonder, if everyone's private data is online, does that mean the government or big companies can access it or sell it?
Any data exchange between authorities is encrypted, and we also use a blockchain to secure the most vulnerable and important information. And we are the first country in the world to do so on a national level.
The internet is moving fast, and the choice is very clear.
Countries that adopt the internet and become fully online will win the future, and countries that don't will lose it. This is why Estonia will win.
Thank you for watching.
All right. So that's one thing, no? In Estonia, they really have this what you call digital identity, and currently they're one of the leading countries that maximize and use the blockchain technology. So I just would like to see your thumbs up, everyone. So if you're learning, all right. Thank you, Yan. Thank you so much, Arlene, Madel, and just would like to also give a shout out to our CEO Emma Nabalan from Tetrix is also here. Aaron, thank you so much for joining as well. Priscilline, yan. Rodel, thank you. All right. So let's move forward. Ayan, I know you're also you're still excited, no, to learn more about what are the real world use case of blockchain. So next is on education. Ayan. So we can maximize and use blockchain in education. Sir, how? So you can use blockchain, no, to keep student records, to also issue degrees, diplomas, or certificates. You can store information, no, evaluation of courses, digital examination, and transfer of records. So, like for example, this certificate right here in my screen. Dr. Michael Cruz, and signed by these people. So the question is, how can we verify that this certificate or diploma or degrees is legit? So maybe some people will say, oh, there's a seal here, but right now, here's the challenge. Everything can be fake. So we still need to verify this. So you will go to school. So my point here is there are a lot of hassle. But in blockchain, when you actually see this certificate through smart contracts, through different types of ways and means, some are using NFTs, to create this type of certificates. So by then, this certificate is verified, and the organization or the body that issued this is also can keep all the records of that specific person. So it helps us, verify, and it also help us be efficient. Okay. Next use case is in healthcare. So imagine if you can also all store your medical records, your histories, okay, your lab tests, your healthcare history on blockchain. It makes easier for doctors, to provide information and to collaborate. So like let's have an example of if your case is very rare, or you got 1 out of 1,000 patients all over the world. Imagine if each doctors from all over the world can able to create a medicine for that to at least help more people because of this type of collaboration. As all doctors and healthcare providers, have a copy of your the patient's record. So actually, there's a lot of things that they can do in just in case all of the records are in blockchain. Okay. So next is banking and finance. So this is very very usable, or we actually need this. Imagine sending money from abroad, from Philippines to US or Philippines to other countries. It will really help us. No? And it will help for the cross-border of payments international. So it will be faster, efficient, secure, at the same time, low in cost. So it will eliminate, desk clearance roles, paper documentation, which helps banks more efficient. So there are companies that are already using it: GCash, Mayam, Union Bank, and the others. So this one is very exciting as well because, you know, play to earn space here in the Philippines have really grown so much in the past 2 years, because I believe Filipinos love opportunity, right? Do you agree with that, guys? No, we love opportunities. The reason why, a lot of people actually traded their money, no, in terms of trying this game. So marami dyan, no? We've experienced a lot, and one of which is very sikat is Axie Infinity, right? So this revolution actually, this is actually one of the dreams of a gamer, right? You play, at the same time you get rewarded in exchange of the skills that you build in that game, no? And this specific use case was actually exploited by a lot of companies out there. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm sharing my experience and this information to all of you. Okay, for you to actually, before you get involved or engage with this play to earn games, is you understand how it works. Okay, so that's actually one of the use case of blockchain in the gaming industry, and we're gonna see a lot in the coming few days as well. So there's a lot of um, innovations in terms of gaming. So automotive, by placing vehicle information such as registrations, insurance, ownership, and of course diagnostic of these cars. So like, for example, when you buy a second-hand car, if the data is in the blockchain, so you'll see the history of that car. So it ensures authenticity, no? So just in case your car, you want to go to the casa or sa talyer, and all the information are stored in blockchain, you're gonna see what happened to that car. So before you buy it, the history, and it can be verified by different insurance companies and regulatory bodies. So we all know here in the Philippines, no, there's a lot of people who are sometimes trying to fake a certificate or specific insurance, which is bad, diba? But if we place it on blockchain, if we place this type of transaction on blockchain, we ensure that it's authentic. So that's also one of the benefits of why we need blockchain technology. Okay, as I mentioned, insurance, no? It also helps insurance company for claims and verifications. So guys, are you all still learning? Ayan, would like to see your thumbs up. And I just would like to feel the vibe that you are still here. Okay, and we're all learning in this webinar, and I hope I'm making sense. So for insurance, no, they can actually self-execute the insurance terms. So if again the predetermined conditions met, and it all bypasses traditional desk clearance, so it will again efficiently work, no, kahit walang third party. So through the use of smart contracts, as I mentioned earlier, so you can make this transaction easier. Next is manufacturing. So like, for example, there's an logistic company here. Your product will be given a unique code, and unique code are registered to a manufacturing ledger. So when you say ledger, is a group of information wherein you store the information right? And it given an authentic signature as well. So merchants and customers are able to verify, no, kung authentic yung products natin. So ayan. So next is retail. So purchasing using digital wallets and digital credit cards instead of cash-based transaction. Na-mention natin kanina yan through finance and banking. Seamless application of discount, incentives, and rebates. So this one actually, there are some companies who are already doing this, no, incentivizing and giving rebates to their customers and clients through a blockchain technology. So it helps us to redefine the payment and loyalty experience in the retail sector. So like for example, later on, I'll show the video of Louis Vuitton or Nike, right? So if you have that NFT, you can get discount on their shop. No? Bibili ka sapatos, pakita mo NFT mo. So I'll get 10% discount. An NFT is a picture, no? Wherein that company made it into digital form and then it is on the blockchain. So once pinakita mo 'yon nasa wallet mo, okay? You get this rebates and discounts. So ano ba yung mga favorite niyo na mga bilihan? Ayan. You want Shopee? Shopee daw. Yan. Maybe Adidas, right? So those are the few real life applications of blockchain, and there's a lot pa. There's a lot. And I'd like to move on to our next topic is what are the trends here? So all of these real life applications are very interesting, sounds exciting, but what will be the next trend? So anyone of you heard about the metaverse? Ayan, of course, we're all using Facebook and the CEO of Facebook is very into it, right? So type yes if you heard about metaverse on the chat box. Yan, type yes. And Aaron heard about it, metaverse. So when we heard about metaverse, no, we actually think about a movie, right? So sino sa inyo yung napanood ng Ready Player One? Di ba? So anyone here napanood ng Ready Player One? Ayun. Si Felix, no, nakapanood na. So in that movie, no, imagine mo, no, you wear this type of glass or this equipment, and then you will live in another dimension or space. So that's what the metaverse is, trying to do. And of course, there will be a lot more. So, okay, let's define cryptocurrency. Ayan. So let's start with this. Cryptocurrency. So what is cryptocurrency? So cryptocurrency is any digital currency and represents ownership, operating on top of decentralized system such as blockchain network. So, ayan, I would just like to ask our audience. We are 17,000 here on Zoom. No, I want you to answer sa chat box what comes to your mind when you hear about cryptocurrency. So come on guys, I want to learn from those people na nandito na nagsabing 1, 2 yung idea nila about blockchain. Right now, I want naman na malaman yung idea nila kapag naririnig nila yung cryptocurrency. Alright? Pag sinabing crypto, Bitcoin, yan, naririnig nila, naisip nila, Bitcoin daw. Okay? So, about anyone? Thank you, Des. Thank you, Madel. All right. Wow. Dogecoin or Dogecoin. Wow. Aaron. Si Des, sabi niya Ethereum. Coins PH. Okay. Okay. Binance. Okay. So, Coins PH, Binance are exchange platform. No? They're also serves as a wallet. No? So, how about the others? Junald, Randy, Ian, Perlene, what comes to your mind when you hear about cryptocurrency? So, all right, while we're waiting for the others, so there are different types of, cryptocurrency, and it can be utility coin or token. can be stable coin or meme coin. Sabi ni Rodel, digital currency. Okay, it's actually correct, no? So, a utility token, it serves a purpose, no? Ibig sabihin, it has a use case. Lagi natin maririnig yan. And that use case has application and built on top of blockchain. Yung stablecoin naman represent a stable currency or is pegged to a fiat currency. Like for example, the USDT. Ayan. So, and lastly, meme coin. So, ito yung mga tokens without utility. So, mga S-coin ang tawag nila dyan. Such as Dogecoin. So, next is Web3 wallet. So, I'm sharing this with you guys for you to understand, no? And please have an idea. So, yung mga terms na to, web wallets, coins, no? And wallets are actually used to store assets, no? Or your information or identity through Web3. And each wallet has, no, public keys. So it's secured by seed phrases or private keys that are all unique, like your fingerprint. So yung mga wallet na nabanggit kanina, like Coins.ph, Binance, no, and the others, like MetaMask, no, Pitaka. So they have actually different keys, no, and one of which is seed phrase. So seed phrase is like your fingerprint, wherein it comes with different words which are jumbled. So that will serve as your SUSE or your key. So this wallet can be self-custodial, meaning you own or you have the control to that specific asset, or it can be non-custodial. So self-custodial as well is yung mga software wallet natin or hardware wallet natin. Software wallet natin is such as Pitaka, which is our product in Tetrix, and our competitor in a way, but we don't compete in Web3 is MetaMask, no? So we serve the same function, but you know, these are examples of self-custodial software wallets, no? So I hope you're able to get that. So crypto assets can be NFTs or cryptocurrencies. So NFTs, no, are non-fungible tokens or unique tokens. It can be art, music, real estate, IP, documents, and etc. As I mentioned kanina. And lastly is cryptocurrency. No, it represents an ownership in blockchain projects. So this arts, no, dito sa left corner of the screen, makita mo picture sila ng monkeys. Tawag dito bored apes. So ito yung isa sa mga naging successful na NFT in the space and worth millions of dollars. So imagine that, no? Picture lang sila but worth millions of dollars. Okay? So before I continue, I just like to share with you how brands are being disrupted, no, through these NFTs. So these are the big brands already leaping into the metaverse, such as Nike, Adidas, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Forever 21, Burberry, La Roland, Tommy Hilfiger, Vans, Balenciaga, even Hyundai, Zara, Samsung, Coca-Cola, and many more. So if these, you know, big brands are leaping into the NFT world or metaverse, ibig sabihin, there is something that we have to learn and understand. And one of which is, example, is Louis Vuitton. So these big brands such as Louis Vuitton, no, is leaping into the metaverse. And nakita nyo kanina, sabi niya, one of 30 NFTs. So that gives rarity or parang very unique, no? Parang very rare to that specific NFT. And this specific video, though, this is how would be the future of marketing into the metaverse. So every one of us here, sooner or later, will have this glass. Just like Tony Stark have this glass as well. Susot mo siya and you're gonna see a different type of world. And it's really happening now. So imagine guys, no, if you want to play golf, basketball, or whatnot, no, this actually, teach us, you know, what pandemic taught us, no, in terms of the possibility of what will happen in the future, right? Do you agree with me, guys? Thumbs up naman kayo dyan. So, ayan. Aaron is agreeing with me, no? This will really disrupt the future. And that's the reason why, okay, we in Tetrix Network, no, who are really working very hard in terms of how we can help our, fellow Filipinos learn about what we're building, is we really need you to at least understand why it's happening. So my goal tonight dun sa mga nag-comment kanina ng 1, 2, 3, at least you got an idea what is blockchain, what's crypto, and at least, no, after this presentation, later I'm gonna ask you what's your grade now? 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, no? And we at Tetrix Network we're actually really, proud to work on this because this is actually very revolutionizing. And our team actually composed of diverse sets of individuals that, gives value, no, to everyone in a way that we're sharing information para maintindihan nila what's the use case of this specific technology. And we're very happy and glad and fortunate and humbled to that we have been written in different publications worldwide. So if you felt, no, as a Filipino, and you were able to parang na-feel mo na, uy, nakaka-proud naman na may isang grupo ng mga Pilipino that, helps our country, to give this kind of education. So you can click that heart button and so that we can feel love tonight. Ayan. So these things are actually, built because of inspiration, because of passion, because of the things na nakita naming problem, no? And also that specific problem that happened to us as well. We got scammed, we got, we invested on a project and then turned out it doesn't end well. It saddened us. So the reason why I'm pushing Web3 education is because I want you to understand what is Web3, what is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency, what is NFTs, to avoid that fear of missing out. Okay? So right now, guys, Web3 is still very early. We're still on the stage that the early adoption. So sooner or later, it will grow and grow and grow. It will be fast. The adaptation will be fast because of these products that we are building, such as ito nga, Pitaka. No? Pitaka is a non-custodial wallet that stores our NFTs. No? Soon, we will be launching our mobile version this coming months. So stay tuned. And Tetrix Network is a Filipino-owned company, which is a blockchain network. We promote, Layer 0 project. We bridge the gap among the blockchains out there. So, all right, this is just very new. Kanina lang to, mainit-init pa, around mga 2-3 p.m. Okay, that we've launched a project with Kandama. So, Kandama is a New York Paris Fashion Week's top liner and local fashion social enterprise, no, which helps also Filipino viewers. So we launched this partnership to also, promote the creativity of the Filipinos, no. And I know you might know Pia Back, yan. So si Kandama siya yung gumagawa ng mga damit, no, na sinusot ni Pia during her um events sa New York, and it was curated by these Filipino artisans. So what we're promoting here is not just about the creativity but also the passion, the work, and we want to record the this type of artistry na dress na damit, no. And of course we want to not only showcase but also to help more people in terms of this one. So through this partnership, we will be producing NFTs to offer Kandama customers the proof of ownership over handwoven bags. It can be clothes and modern accessories such as this piece, whereby our beauty queen Pia Wurtzbach. So, and other news about Tetrix is we also digitalize, no, the way on how we can share our data, no, or our business cards. So we digitalize yung mga calling card natin. Okay, so when you tap it to somebody, you can able to share information, and it's powered by the blockchain as well. So with that, guys, that's actually my last slide. And if you want to know more about me, you can scan this QR code. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type them on our chat box, and I would love to answer them all. So I just would like to end my presentation with this. So guys, are you ready? All right, so let's revolutionize the future today. So thank you so much, and God bless everyone. So please, if you have questions, just type it on the chat box, and I'm bringing back Felix on the stage. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, thank you, Felix. Ang ad, no? Parang thank you, Felix. From Felix to Felix. Ayan. So I'm gonna put Sir Felix here on the spotlight together with me. Ayan. So if you have questions or anything that you would like to clarify, of course, about blockchain, that was a great info session about fundamental knowledge about blockchain. Ayan. Okay. So yeah, we still have 5 minutes for our Q&A. Okay, so if you have questions that you would like to of course ask. Ako siguro parang when I heard and read some published materials about blockchain, ang ko doon is parang paano yung security nung information. Kasi 'di ba parang the fear is that people, konti lang yung early adopters because people are afraid that when you, of course, divulge the information para siyang public in a way, parang hindi naman totally public, pero there are a lot of players that could use your information. Parang ganon. Is that the correct, kumbaga parang perception kung bakit nagkakameron ng fear yung tao about entering into blockchain? Well, of course, I've seen also the advantages, but of course, there's a lot of like hesitation or so. Can you give us some enlightenment on that?
Actually, siguro for me, what I can share about is blockchain is still a new, technology in a way, no? New kasi, kumbaga, it's still on the development stage, no?
Mhm.
And it promotes, this use case that we can benefit of. And of course, on anything, there's always a loophole. No, there's no such thing as a perfect agad.
Perfect system.
Even when the internet is there, Facebook is there, Instagram is there, ang dami nilang ginawang innovations, and it keep on innovating. No?
Yeah.
So change is, it's really, it's an everyday cycle, every day until such time na somebody will gonna exploit it, or the other way around. They're gonna use it in a good way, or will. But still, our main goal here is at least these people who are in Zoom will understand, no, this type of technology, and maririnig nila yan over the course of their lives. So these young people who are here will understand that okay, good pala ang blockchain, as long as you put it in a way that, just like Estonia is doing. They have the digital identity wherein all their, you know um citizen stored on one single um data center, or kumbaga, kunyari, pag sinearch mo si Felix Beroya and Felix Asuncion, they will be there on the blockchain. But of course, may mga limitations pa rin yan in a way, no? But of course, it's still a developing technology, and sometimes we can force people to, use it, or gamitin mo yun. So yan.
Yeah. Totally understand it. But of course, if you put that into good use, I mean, um, looking away from dun sa, of course, there are risks, but siguro yun nga, there will be always naman, no, in terms of technology or anything that has been introduced as new, di ba? Parang there will always be this curve in the curve. There is always this part of the population, or the mass that would fall under early adopters, and then kapag nakita nila that it's really working, that's the only time that they will move from being yung maging hesitant sila going to the adopters, parang ganun.
Siguro ma-add ko na din. Siguro very specific na lang na analogy. Like for example, if you're gonna buy something, like bumili ka ng iPhone 14. So, syempre, yung back-end side of things na yun, hindi mo na alam kung paano binuo yung iPhone, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung mga nandun sa loob, mga chip. Binili mo kasi that's the actual product, di ba? And other people, don't mind it. Basta importante, it helps them, no? Naging madali yung buhay nila, di ba? So imagine this Zoom. Ito na lang Zoom. It can be put into the blockchain. Like for example, yung recording mo, right? Actually, even the YouTube, it can be there are the people trying to improve more, no, these applications, and it can be work in a blockchain. So one day, darating panahon na may mga ginagamit tayo na hindi natin alam, nasa blockchain na pala. So it will happen over time. So yan.
Sige. Siguro, I have another question if our audience is quite hesitant to ask. Kasi ngayon parang nakikita ko, no, the way I hear and read the stories. Like for example, there are like artists who are using blockchain to curate their let's say for example painting and equivalent, something like that. So to that extent, and also that yung sa Louis Vuitton na limited na 30 NFTs. So to that application. So meaning this, say for example, on that particular or specific application, ibig sabihin there's a unique, parang unique yung kada asset dun sa space na yon.
Correct. Yep. And it can be
kaya
reproduced.
Oo, kaya yung valuation niya, and of course there's an underlying technology of course around that, no? Kaya parang whenever you get this particular token, ikaw lang yung may-ari nun. So if people would want that, so it's a matter of them buying it from you.
From you. Correct. And you store it in your wallet, and you can send it to your wallet, and it grows over time yung value, no? Just like Bitcoin. Yung Bitcoin na yan, dati, ano lang yan, bring cents lang yan in terms of value. Pero it grows. Right now, isang Bitcoin nasa magkano lang ba yan? $20,000. Let's say, for example, 1.1 million, 1.2 million. Pero dati, 100, 200. So just imagine, that's how this technology will revolutionize, no? And tama yung sinabi mo, it creates kasi rarity.
Yes.
Creates
parang yung scarcity nung
and that's Bitcoin actually, no? Bitcoin is scarce. I mean, in a way that it only produce certain number of tokens or bitcoins that will be produced. Unlike yung fiat, you have to print it. I mean, the central banks, no,
Can print.
wala akong against dyan, pero
Uh,
they can print,
they can
no?
print and print.
And that happened to us, inflation. Yun yung magiging result nun. If you print
Yes,
more
of course.
money, there will be inflation.
Yeah, of course. If you
So,
talk about economics, diba?
yes.
Market and economics, that's gonna be the result of that. But anyways, siguro last question kasi I don't want to stall you kasi mukhang hesitant yung ating mga audience. But of course, please do connect with Felix, no, finlash niya. If you, bro, you can actually flash it again.
Actually, they can search us on Facebook. Just type Tetrix.
Ayun, you can
Or
search Tetrix.
Viridian
Well, of course,
Technologies.
me and of course Sir Jojo has the card already. Yung kay Jojo has been set up, yung sa akin hindi pa din. So silly me.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
I have the metal one. So if you have one, you can actually share para makita rin nila. While me asking this question, yung nawala tuloy yung isang question ko.
Oh.
About nawala.
About
Sorry,
the link?
nawala yung question yun.
Is it about the link or?
No, actually about blockchain again, but
All right, while you think
sige.
habang nag-iisip ka ng question, gusto kong tanungin yung mga viewers natin, no? If there's one takeaway. So kung ano yung mga learnings niyo, you can type it on the chat box. So if you don't have any questions, I know baka shy type kayo. But yeah, if you have takeaway tonight, no, what is it? No, share it with us. Para at least we can also learn, no, if you've learned through this webinar. And of course, I just like to thank Bro Felix Beroya for inviting us to share our knowledge, experience, and our company, Tetrix Network, Viridian. So thank you so much, bro. And so yeah, if you have questions or takeaways, no, just share it to the chat box. And Bro Felix, you want to share something as well?
hello, wait lang. All right. So I guess wala tayong questions for now. And shy type tong mga to. But anyways, again, Felix, thank you for gracing us in this Alpha TV episode. And of course, to the team na nag-attend. I think earlier we have your CEO present here in the session. So thank you for sharing this good piece of information about blockchain and the applications, the state of blockchain here in the Philippines, and of course what you're doing in the space to help, of course, people. So from Miss Delphine, blockchains have many applications in different type of industries from retails to educations and all. Yeah. So thank you, Miss Delphine. Miss Delphine is actually one of the IE professors from Mapua University. So thank you po. Yeah.
Thank you po.
Yan, so if you would want to invite si Felix to your seminars and plant visits, pwede yan, for IEs and service engineering, management engineering ng mga students. Because I think the application is highly correlated or relevant din sa mga engineers, so mga nila ng mga solutions. But anyway, for the benefit of time lang that we have, again, thank you, Felix, for of course sharing this
Thank you.
things about blockchain. I'll talk to you offline. Meron lang kaming konting announcement, and again, let's
thank you so much.
Say thanks to our great speaker for tonight. All right, sige po. Okay, so for some announcements, this is how you can, of course, get your e-certificate. So mabilis lang to, guys. Sobrang bilis lang nito. Okay, so again, thank you, Felix Asuncion, for giving us that blockchain session. And very quickly, I want to share, of course, some updates about Aztecs PH Academy. So go and head over to our social media accounts to stay updated. And of course, programs. If you want, we have these programs coming in. Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt. Again, both we have live online classes and self-paced for Green Belt as well. Black Belt. our data science with Python leading to becoming an alpha certified data analyst is on a hot sale from, I think this is 80,000 now down to 9,000 just for this season. Okay, season of giving. So if you have friends or colleagues that would be interested, this will happen November 5 to 20 every Saturdays and Sundays. So you can head over to our social media pages to know more about this. Project Management Fundamental Certification happening on October 22. Certified Kaizen Professional happening on October 22 and 23. Data Visualization Workshop, which will happen on October 22. And we will be having our first ever, again, after pandemic, face-to-face workshop here at Batangas, combined yellow belt and project management. You can avail it at 50% discount. So that's from 15,000 to 7,500. And if you don't have enough funds to finance this particular training, you can actually apply for an invested loan since we were able to secure a partnership with Invested. This is an education loan startup. So, ayan. We also have our upcoming Leadership Acceleration Bootcamp called ALAB. So, yan. Pwede nyo rin pong explore yan in our pages. And if you haven't, in case you miss it, sabi nga ng mga millennials, we have our 10-10 plus 6th anniversary sale promo packages. Ito yung details. For promo A, we have a 1-year all-access pass for our YB, PMFC, CKP, Data Analytics, and Green Belts. Plus 1 ticket to our annual conference that will be held December 10 this year, face-to-face sa Makati. No? This is called Tuto. So worth 2.5 yon. So lahat ng nakikita nyo, from YB, PMFC, CKP, Data Analytics, Green Belt, lahat yan, for 1 year, you will have access and certifications as well. This is worth 15,000. So kung may mga friends or family members kayo, this is worth 150,000 by the way. We're just giving it for 15,000. Buy one, take one, all of our self-paced courses from YB, Greenbelt, Epic, CKP, PMFC, lahat po yan ay buy one, take one. And of course, additional discounts for our live online classes. Okay, so you can still join as a group of 5 and only pay for 4 packs. We are actively looking for partners, ambassadors, and you can still avail our free e-learning courses. There is actually an ongoing e-learning challenge, and you are invited to join if you're a professional and you would want to share your experience and expertise and help us to make lifelong learning accessible and sustainable for the Filipino learners. You are very welcome to join. So our friends from online, for iExcel Online CIE Review, hanggang tomorrow na lang po ang kanilang review registration for the December 11 exam this year. And of course, Grace Apparel, and of course, you can check yung mga episodes ng startups natin sa Startup Podcast PH. So with that, yeah, I'm gonna share now the link to your evaluation form, and just make sure that you will be able to complete the form within 30 minutes kasi magsasara na po yan. And with that, again, thank you. Maraming salamat po. And let's continue to be #significantly better together. Again, thank you to Sir Felix Asuncion for giving us a great piece of info session about blockchain. Okay, thank you and see you sa ating next na Alpha TV. Bye!